Welcome to the Fredericksburg Center for Creative Arts March of 2025 exhibitions. In the Frederick Gallery we have Faces and Figures, juried and judged by Lou Lott. In the Members Gallery we have a solo show by the artist Michael Dean. The FCCA is located at 813 Sophia Street in historic downtown Fredericksburg. We're the gallery where art and history meet. The building, the Silversmith House, was built in about 1785. Our hours are Monday, noon to 4, closed Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, noon to 4, with extended hours for First Fridays till 8:30. On Saturday, 11 to 4, and on Sundays, 1 to 4. I'd like to introduce to you our juror, Lou Lott. I'll give you a little information about Lou. He graduated from Virginia Commonwealth University in Communication Arts and Design with photography as a primary interest. He explores the visual world through his photography and painting, along with a healthy influence from the arts in general. His work usually begins with photography, which may either stand alone or, in his words, be used with help from paint to become something else, or as he explores strength, beauty, sensuality, and maturity with an occasional bit of discourse. His favorite artists are Richard Avedon, John Singer Sargent, Salvador Dali, Caravaggio, and Francis Bacon. Lott's award-winning work is shown in Atlantic Regional Galleries and national solo, group, and juried exhibitions. I welcome to the FCCA as a juror for the first time, Lou Lott.
Hi, I'm Lou Lott. I'm a visual artist, photographer, painter, and Carol reached out to me about judging a show here, and at first I was in a bit of a panic, and then we described the different shows that I could look at. She brought up the Faces and Figures, and I said, that's me, I can do that. So the quality of the work that was submitted was a testament to the quality of artists that are attracted to the FCCA. The work was all very strong. I was very flattered by the quality of the work, and it's just a really good show. Another juror would have come in and picked an entirely different show and given totally different awards. The case here is that it's art. It's not craft. It's going to be subjective. What I look for in pictures is first the visual impact. Does a picture catch me right off the bat? And then is it lyrical enough to keep me there past my first 5 seconds? Do I want to keep going back to the picture and exploring it? I'm interested in the concept. What caused the artist to create this piece of work? Was it a photograph? Was it a dream like you might find from Dali? Or did it just begin with just a thought? In the case of like Francis Bacon, who would then just follow the paint and rely on the subconscious to create the work. And then looking at this technical skill of the work. How well was it done? Did the artist love the piece? Is the edges painted? Of, say, in the case of a painting, if it's a photograph, is it a good photograph? Is it done technically well? And then I'm interested in the human engagement as the final part of it. Is it personal? This is a little different than, say, abstract expressionism, where the picture is within a frame and everything about that you may need to know is within the picture. In the case of being about faces and figures, we want work that tells us something human, that's personal. And it's been quite a joy to look at the work. And this piece is Elizabeth A. Carter, And she's from Fredericksburg, and the picture is called Girl Wearing a Turban. There was the show, again, is really nice. A lot of friendly pictures. This picture got an honorable mention. I love it. It's fiber, it's a bit folksy. You're probably not supposed to touch it, but it's done so well, and it's hemmed out, and if you look at it closely, I mean, there's a lot going on, and you can see how the color was added to the fabric. Olivia at the Beach is a very happy picture by Cara Fays, Fredericksburg, local. It's done in acrylic. It draws me in. I like the shadow, so it makes it human in that it's affected by that. I love the design, and I like the use of the colors, like the yellow versus Tudor purple lips. It's a very fun, friendly picture, and the media is used well. All right, next honorable mention is Dripping in Gold by Anna Perez from Gretna, Louisiana, I assume. It's mixed media, so I'm really intrigued by the surface of this picture and the use of gold. Gold's kind of a tricky thing, and I want to know what she's looking at. So it draws me in that way, and the more I look at it, the more I see this crazy background going on. So, very nice painting. This is Florabelle by Christy Rappaport from Locust Grove, Virginia, and it's in fiber, and it is a wonderful picture. It's so happy, it's so crazy. Again, it's got a folksy thing going on. All this is threads in there, which are just very well done. A lot of love, I think, was put into this picture, so I'm drawn to this and those crazy eyes. You can't help but love it. Third place is Contemplation, which is done in acrylic and oil. That's a wonderful use of the oil. I mean the gold. It's very well done. It's kind of Dali-ish. I don't know if it actually started from a dream or not. The hands are very well rendered. The palette is very nice, and I like the way the clouds are always crazy to do, but it's a very nice painting. This picture, The Good Reader by Linda Rochelle of Fredericksburg, Virginia, in oil, is very nice. I'm drawn to this picture. Yeah, it's kind of like early Picasso kind of thing. I like the palette. This is nothing like anything I might do, which kind of intrigues me. And I love the a little bit of undercolor showing through. It's a very friendly picture. A Safe Space by Timothy Stevens is from Frederick, Maryland. Is probably obviously is my favorite picture here. It is so well done. The tonal values and the highlights and the shadow detail is crazy. I like the egg shape. I like the fact that she's emerging out of it. I like that that emergence, you could even say, is biblical, and she's coming out of his rib or something crazy like that. But it is just a wonderful picture. I also like having a photography background. I like the backstory in my mind as to when they took that picture. Were they giggling? Did they know each other? Did they have an idea of where it was going to go? Was it one shot? Was it 50 shots? But overall, I love this picture. There were so many wonderful pictures in the show. It was sad that I only had to pick a couple. A mother and her 5 children. This picture, I don't even know what's going on here. It's 5 layers, and I like the colors, and I like the white in the background. And then you can go on to this picture, the flower vendor, watercolor, beautifully done. Fantastic job, very clean. I like to see clean colors in watercolor. This one is wonderful. I mean, this is perfect use of black and white. Then we have this beautiful Forgetting by Kathleen Forelli. It's very well painted, brave enough to do the fingers, very well done. This picture I really like over here. I don't know exactly what's going on with this guy. It's a fun photograph. Don't have to, something or other, this machine mobile. This watercolor, fantastic. I love the use of the color in the face and up in her glasses, and the craziness around the edges. We got this folksy looking picture from Pam Weldon. It's three-dimensional. This is the kind of thing that you really have to see live to appreciate. We have these little pictures, which are just warm little pictures to put in your home. Then we have this thing, which is probably the most abstract piece in the show. Very nice. We do have the figure in there. Colors work well together. This picture I like because this tells your backstory. Because, I mean, where is this? Where did they find those red chairs? And it's perfect how she's in there. This is another good example of using color in a figure. This guy on his cell phone here by Linda Agar Hendricks. You know, what's he doing with his phone? I mean, you forget that other cultures, of course, are dependent on their phone. This happy little picture here of dancing in the street. You've got these little dancers over here dancing in the street, and he's obviously a musician. He's telling a story. This picture by Tracy Eastman is good. This was a tough one not to award something to because it is so good. I love the undercolors. I like this red going on. Was the whole thing painted red first? Very exciting. Tom Updike's sculpture here. This is wonderful, and it tells a story. You've got these rusted farm implements, and he has repurposed them to be a whole different thing. It's wonderful. Very happy. All right, this is a wonderfully drawn picture. I don't know if it's from a photograph or not. Carolyn Payton. It really is a whimsical, and you've got two sets of glasses and one face. I like all the little shadow detail going on. The hair is rendered perfectly. Very nice picture. This is good, a monoprint, which is done very well. I like the drawn on top of the green there, a little scratching out, and good use of the medium there. This is another fantastic little painting by Barbara Taylor Hall. It's sort of reminiscent of the 50s. It's very, very nice. We have Kathleen Forelli picture here. This is beautiful. This is a tough one not to award. And you can see a little bit of the undercolor in there. Very well rendered. We have In November by Dolly Whitley. This is very well rendered. This is another tough one to let go without an award. The frame is complements the piece. Normally I wouldn't like that gaudy of a frame, but I think it works perfectly with this thing. I like this transparent area. We got this thing here, and when you see stuff like that, you gotta wonder about their home. Do they have all this stuff going on at home? I mean, this is just crazy. Riding a rocket ship. This is Wait and Worry by Esther Evans. It's a very nice little painting. I think the frame on this one really represents the piece. We have this wonderful little warm watercolor, which is very good use of the medium. Kind of slide a little bit off it that way, but that's okay. It's still very well done. This sculpture, I love this sculpture by Tom Updike. We just saw the earlier one. It's like a hug going on. Plowshare Farewell. Very good use of the medium. This photograph here of eyes, I like photos of eyes. This is very well done. Very nice highlights in there. This is the kind of thing that you may not appreciate on the web. This picture, this thing here, this thing is crazy. That's plugged in. By Andrea Clement. Fantastic use of the medium. And it's lit up. It's crazy. All right. All right, this beautiful acrylic painting on canvas is very well done. Very good use of color. I like how he fills the space. Always kind of hard with something, you know, as to how that's going to fill the space. This little digital photograph here, this was another tough one to not give an award to. We got the crow in the front, and the person's looking at us. This is such a wonderful, bit folksy picture, but this is just such a warm, friendly picture. I like I wouldn't like normally a colored mat, but I think a color on this thing is perfect with that mat. All right, this little picture of the baker takes a break. It tells a story a bit with the title. And she's playing with her phone. Again, the fingers are done well. I like how it's very painterly. I can't quite get those kind of dry strokes like that. It's very nice. This one by Chris McClintock, Figure Eights. That's a very good use of digital photography, and it captured the motion. And we do have the figure in there, and I like how you stay in the picture. This is a wonderful little whimsical, folksy kind of picture. It's so happy. Like the theme of the entire show has been fairly happy, very happy. Lisa Leone Opal's Ballet. The journal. This was very good. I like this. From California. Mixed media, collage. Very good use of collage elements. I'm not always a fan of collage, but I think this is done perfect. The hair up in here, little pieces of paper, very nice. This is another really nice picture by Pete Brown, Locust Grove. I like how it's presented. Kind of ran out of the frame into the side of the picture, but it's still very well done. This painting, Aiden, is charcoal on paper. Very good use of the medium, and I like how we have the gray background and how it makes the figure pop. And I don't know what he's looking at over here. He's looking at over here, which is kind of cool. Albemarle, very nice painting, very well done. Again, it's got some motion going on. We haven't had a whole lot of motion in the show, but I like the way he's moving, and I like the way the colors are vibrating down in there. Good use of yellowy purple against, yellowy purple, exactly. This crazy picture here by the same artist that was over there, Teresa Black in California. This is just crazy mixed media stuff. Whatever's going on there, you know, that's that discourse that I like to see a bit of. And then speaking of discourse, this photo is wonderful use of everything about it. The frame does match the color, matches her dress. Very thoughtful, very well thought out. Thanks again.
I'd like to thank you, Lou, for a wonderful job selecting the work for the exhibition and the very tough choices you had to make to come up with the awards and recognitions. I mean, your expertise in the figure and in photography is a wonderful combination. I thank you so much. Hope you'll return in the future as a juror, perhaps. And I understand you're going to have a solo show here in May 2025. You can see our jurors' solo show in the Members Gallery. I thank you for watching our video on YouTube. Please ask your friends to sign up, subscribe to our channel. And I thank our videographer, Nellie Bittenbender of Mary Washington University. Come to the gallery in person. Some of these works can best be seen when you're up close, can see the textures and the beautiful framing and presentations. Thank you, and don't forget, we're at 813 Sophia Street in historic downtown Fredericksburg. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I think I've come away with probably more than I've given.
Absolutely.
It's been just a wonderful experience.